Black woman asked to switch VIP seat for a white passenger. One call later, the entire team is fired. What would you do if someone tried to take what was rightfully yours, just because they assumed they were more important? On what seemed like an ordinary flight, one woman's quiet defiance transformed an act of entitlement into a powerful lesson no one on board would ever forget. Stay tuned. This is a story of quiet strength, shocking twists, and ultimate karma. Before we begin, where are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments. If you love inspiring stories of resilience and justice, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more incredible tales. Your support helps us bring these impactful stories to even more people. Now, let's get into it. The soft hum of the airplane engines filled the cabin as Maya Carter settled into her plush first-class seat. She exhaled deeply, savoring a rare moment of peace after an exhausting week packed with back-to-back meetings. Her window seat offered the perfect view, the setting sun casting warm hues of orange and pink across the tarmac. A well-earned luxury, a small reward for years of relentless hard work. Maya's journey hadn't always been easy. Raised in a modest neighborhood, she had grown up with parents who instilled in her a fierce determination to rise above the barriers society often placed in her way. Now, as the founder and CEO of a thriving tech company, she stood as a testament to resilience and success. This flight was supposed to mark a new milestone, a trip to finalize an international partnership that could propel her business to unprecedented heights. She adjusted the silk scarf around her neck, reached for her leather briefcase, and took in the familiar scent of fresh coffee mingling with the faint aroma of designer perfumes worn by her fellow passengers. A flight attendant passed by, offering a warm smile as he handed her a glass of sparkling water. Maya accepted it with a polite nod, savoring the crisp bubbles against her lips. Everything about this moment felt perfect, but as Maya was about to learn, perfection can be fleeting. A sudden commotion near the front of the cabin snapped her out of her thoughts. Looking up, she spotted a tall blonde woman entering first class, her posture exuding entitlement. A designer handbag dangled from her elbow like a badge of honor. Trailing closely behind her was a slightly shorter companion, their hushed conversation just loud enough for Maya to catch snippets. "Can you believe the airline? This seat assignment is ridiculous," the blonde muttered, irritation dripping from her voice. Her friend, a brunette with a nervous laugh, responded, "I know, Evelyn. But maybe it's just a mistake. They'll fix it." Maya felt a prickle of unease as the two women stopped beside her row. Evelyn's sharp gaze flicked toward Maya, perfectly manicured fingers tapping impatiently against her handbag. Maya returned her focus to her briefcase, unwilling to engage. She had encountered people like Evelyn before, those who saw her skin color before her accomplishments, those who believed her place in the world was negotiable. "Excuse me." Evelyn's clipped voice cut through the cabin noise. Maya looked up, meeting her gaze. "Yes," she replied, her voice calm and steady. Evelyn gestured toward Maya's seat with a forced smile. "I believe there's been a mistake. This seat is obviously meant for someone else." Maya arched an eyebrow. "This is my seat, 1A. I reserved it weeks ago." Evelyn's smile tightened, never quite reaching her eyes. "You see, I'm a gold tier member with this airline. I always get priority seating. You might be more comfortable elsewhere." Maya let the audacity of Evelyn's words settle in for a moment before responding. "I'm quite comfortable where I am. Thank you." Evelyn's expression darkened, while her companion shifted uncomfortably, clearly wanting to avoid a scene. Before Evelyn could insist further, a flight attendant appeared, his crisp uniform lending an air of authority. "Is there an issue here?" he asked, glancing between the two women. Evelyn's tone immediately took on a dramatic lilt. "Yes, there is. This seat, has been mistakenly assigned to someone else. I need it fixed immediately." The attendant turned to Maya, who remained composed. "There's no mistake," she said, handing over her boarding pass. "This is my seat, and I have the ticket to prove it." He examined the ticket carefully before nodding. "Miss Carter, this is indeed your seat." Evelyn's eyes narrowed, her polished demeanor momentarily cracking. "That can't be right. She must have bought a last-minute upgrade. People do that, don't they? Maya bit back a sharp retort and instead fixed Evelyn with a steady gaze. I suggest you take your assigned seat. This conversation is over. Her companion whispered something inaudible, but Evelyn wasn't ready to let it go. I don't think you understand who I am, she hissed, voice low but seething. I always fly first class. I'm not about to let someone like Evelyn, her friend hissed, cutting her off. The flight attendant cleared his throat. I'm sorry, ma'am, but if you have further concerns, you're welcome to speak with our supervisor. Evelyn's glare could have burned through steel, but realizing she wasn't winning this battle, she stormed toward the front of the cabin, her reluctant companion following closely behind. The flight attendant gave Maya an apologetic look before walking away. She remained expressionless, but she could feel the stares of other passengers, their curiosity thick in the air. This wasn't the first time she had been singled out like this, and she knew it wouldn't be the last. But she wouldn't allow anyone to diminish her. Not today. Not ever. Leaning back, she took another sip of her water and closed her eyes. This was far from over, and deep down, Maya knew it.